Mobile phones have encompassed almost every part of our daily lives. How long have you gone without touching your phone? While mobile phones has its benefits, it comes with its fair share of disadvantages too. The main and often most reported on effect is the defective attention span that they cause. Phones bring a lot of stimulus with it in the form of applications such as social media, YouTube, and more. YouTube alone has a never ending stream of content that comes in the form of short videos, which only keeps our attention for a short time. This makes our attention span suffer, as we are not engaged for longer periods of time. Studies, particularly by the Florida State University, show that people's attention spans have been increasing through
Increasing.
the use of phones, and this may just be one of the many problems that have developed since the advent of phones. With all the doom and gloom out of the way, many people still believe that it is more useful than harmful. The arrival of the internet has allowed us to be far more connected than ever before, giving the general population a voice that can help the world be a better place. It has long since been known that climate change is an upcoming problem, that if not dealt with properly could cause irreversible change to the world. It would be great if we could all work together to solve the problem. However, world leaders like the current President of the United States of America refuses to take action. We can help change this. By using our phones, we can communicate and organize enormous protests. One such example of this is the recent school strike for climate, which has been taking the media by storm. Over 1 million people worldwide participated by leaving school and rallying to protest the inaction of the government in dealing with climate change. This shows the true worth of phones, letting us communicate easily and spread information rapidly online. Need to know something? Just keep calm and Google it. It has even become a prevalent meme. Not only does it have adverse mental effects, but the environment suffers too. Phones primarily use lithium for their batteries, which allow them to be rechargeable, and being the most common method of rechargeable batteries, it is in high demand. As a result, lithium is mined extensively. Because it is abundant in salt flats, it causes the contamination of the water as a result of the lithium mining that occurs. This causes harm to flora and fauna living in or around the salt flats. In addition, the local people of the areas around the salt flats are restricted from using these waters. Another risk the salt flat could face are chemical spills. During the process of leaching, toxic chemicals are used. This causes the risk of toxic chemicals spilling into salt flats, since there are many cases that set a precedent of chemical spills happening at a mining ground. Chemical spills usually cause severe damage, especially in water, as it can easily spread. It can kill a lot of wildlife living in the waters and take a lot of effort and money to clean up. Another problem is the lithium ion batteries that end up in landfills. It has been proven that 98% of lithium ion batteries end up in landfills in Australia. Do I even need to go on about the problems that landfill causes? Just like the mining of lithium, the toxic chemicals leach into the ground, contaminating everything that it comes into contact with. The environmental problems imposed could be largely negated with a simple solution we use for many other things in our everyday life: recycling. Studies by the Uppsala University show that the lithium from batteries can be extracted while retaining their original properties and be used to create new batteries made out of the recycled lithium and environmentally friendly biomaterials. The part that makes up the battery of renewable and recyclable materials are extracted using environmentally friendly chemicals which are non-hazardous, such as ethanol and water, in addition in being low energy to do. Overall, the takeaway is that the lithium can be recycled and to be turned into an environmentally friendly battery which can be recycled again and again efficiently and sustainably. However, it is not all that bad, as lithium batteries are used in green and sustainable things, such as solar panels. Lithium ion batteries play an integral part of the transition from fossil fuels to renewable energy, as they can store energy created by the sun via solar panels and other forms of renewable energy. While lithium itself is not entirely green, it can be used for a better cause and is being continuously being improved to become a far better battery. In addition, against the use of fossil fuels, it still comes out far ahead, as they reduce and outperform in a number of ways. One of the major triumphs that they have in this area is the decreased carbon footprint in comparison with fossil fuels. Fossil fuels contaminate the air, which contributes to smog, a problem extremely prevalent in China, which has adverse effects on the environment and a person's well-being. Lithium batteries, on the other hand, do not cause this problem, completely outperforming fossil fuels in this regard. One question to ponder is if phones are used too much and they are negatively affecting our society. While phones let us stay connected and have access to the information we want at our fingertips, is it worth reducing our attention span? Is it really worth destroying the abilities that we evolved to have for the sake of constant stimulation that phones bring? While we have information that can be found and learned at any time of day, our attention span is key to understanding and learning that information. This contradicts itself. However, regulated use of phones could stop this problem, though there is nothing to stop people from using them 24/7 right now. This leads to the problem in the first place, and in the end, I believe that people have their own will and choice to choose how much and often they use phones.